You apply it under your eyes, blend it out quickly with your finger. That's pretty much it. Hi everyone, it's Smita. Welcome back. If you have fine lines under your eyes like me, and if your concealer settles in the fine lines and creases, then today I'm going to be giving you a life-changing tip. This by far has to be one of the best videos I've done on my channel. This has been followed by Hollywood makeup artists as well as theater makeup artists for decades, and I'm just so excited to share it with you. Now, many of us, after applying concealer, that includes me, tend to set it with some powder to avoid the concealer from creasing. But if you have extremely dry under eyes, that can look really cakey. Instead, I'm going to show you how to use an eye pencil under your eyes. The formula is perfect. It's not going to settle in the fine lines, and you don't even have to set it with a powder because it pretty much sets immediately after you blend it. To demonstrate this, I'm going to start with my base makeup. For primer, I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional, just applying a generous amount all over my face. As you can see, I have some discoloration around my mouth. Now, instead of using a color corrector, I'm going to be using a lip pencil. I'm using the CoverGirl Lip Perfection Lip Liner in 210. I'm going to list everything in the description box right below this video in case you want to refer to any of the products that I'll be using today. As you can see, it's dulling and it's neutralizing some of that discoloration that I have around my mouth. So I'm going to be spot correcting with this. Now, lip liners and eyeliners pretty much work the same way. I've used both and I've had success with both. Try to use something that's either a close match to your skin tone or has either a peach or an orange undertone to neutralize the discoloration. Over this, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in the shade Golden. And the brush that I'm using is from Real Techniques. This actually went viral on social media and I bought it from Amazon. It's one of the best investments that I've made when it comes to brushes. It blends seamlessly and makes everything look so flawless. With some loose powder from Bare Minerals, I'm just going to set the center of my face because that's where I tend to sweat. I'm not going to be setting my entire face with powder. Now let's move on to the brows and concealing around the eyes. I'm going to start with the Transparent Gel by Laura Mercier to brush my brow hair upwards so it keeps it in place. And then I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Brow Definer to fill in the sparse areas. And the shade that I'm using is Soft Brown. Again, I'm linking all the products in the description box below if you want to refer to anything. And then to clean up underneath, I'm using the Milani Concealer in the shade 145. Now, if you have a lot of creasing on your lid, you most definitely can use an eye pencil on your lid as well. I prefer to use a concealer on my lid because I don't really have much creasing on my lid. It's the under eyes where I have a problem. I'm going to lightly set this with powder, quickly cleaning up the powder that's on my lashes. Now comes the exciting part. First, I'm going to choose an eye pencil that's a good match to my skin tone, and I couldn't find any, so I'm using a lip liner. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in Innocent. This is a good match to my skin tone, but it also has a peach undertone, so that'll help to cancel out some of that darkness that I have under my eyes. I'm going to quickly apply it and blend it out with my finger. And the formula of this is such that after you apply and blend it out, it's going to set and it's not going to crease. That's because it's not as creamy or as thick as a concealer. It gives you the coverage, but it doesn't settle in the fine lines. And over it, to give that really nice highlighted effect under my eyes, I'm going to be using the Nude Eye Pencil again from Rimmel. I'm going to mostly use it in the inner and outer corners and blend it out with my finger. And as you can see, that blended out beautifully. It has covered my dark circle. You can still see my fine lines, but it has not settled in the fine lines and creased. And this is how it looks from a distance. You can barely see the fine lines as well, and it has covered beautifully, and this will not budge, it will not crease, especially if you have a waterproof eye pencil. That is the best. It's going to blend and settle, and it's not going to move or crease. Let's finish up the other side as well. To clean up on my lid and underneath my brows, I'm using a concealer, later setting it with the powder. And for under eyes, I'm going to start with the Rimmel lip liner in Innocent, and I'm going to go over with the Rimmel's Candle Eyes eye pencil in Nude. Now, if you don't have dark circles or hyperpigmentation and you usually use a concealer to highlight under your eyes, then you can skip the first step of color correction and you can just use a lighter shade of eye pencil to highlight under your eyes. I'm going to quickly apply some mascara and lip gloss, and I'm going to be right back. And here's the finished look. It just makes me so happy that my under eyes is not going to crease, smudge, budge, or cake up because I'm not going to be setting it with powder. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing if you want to watch more videos and hacks like these. Do check out the description box for all the products that I used in today's tutorial. And if you're going to try this method, please don't forget to tag me. My socials are listed down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.